Alright. Okay, I just want to make sure. Can you guys hear me? Alright. Well, we are officially live on the stream for coverage of live coverage. What's up, Gary? Thanks for tuning into the stream today. Alright. Just getting things settled. Gonna post some stuff on Twitter. What's up, Mr. Weather Forecast? Thanks for tuning into the stream. Okay, we're ready. So, we have a massive storm ongoing. It's really a huge looking supercellular thunderstorm. This does include Eads, which don't even know what that even is, but it's a little small town. Shivington, Brandon, and Haswell, all in Colorado. This does have 3-inch in diameter hail. With this 3-inch in diameter hail, everyone, and 80 miles an hour winds that is actively ongoing. Sorry if I'm a little bit quiet right now. It's because it's part of my family's asleep. But the 80 miles an hour winds and 3-inch hail, which is absolutely insane. This is heading towards Lamar at the moment, so places in Lamar and Wiley do need to be staying safe and be sure you are indoors. I can't stress this enough. If you're outside, you gotta get inside. You gotta get indoors. Definitely need to get indoors. So, yeah. Because this is not good. This is concerning. This is a huge, massive monster supercell. It's just like a big multi-cell, like a massive monster storm, and there's huge hail with this thing, 3-inch in diameter. Look, 3-inch hail. Broadcast media did report baseball-sized hail with the storm radar estimated 80 miles an hour. If we do go to velocity, honestly, rotation ? There's definitely possibilities we could see rotation within these storms. Within this monster storm that could produce a tornado at some points across this area that I am watching. Yeah, very strong winds and big time hail with this thing. Also have another supercell up here towards Kutch and Pumpkin Center. Watch this thing. Could produce a tornado, but right now it's just producing some hail and no winds with it. Just hail. 1 point. Just ping pong ball sized hail. Also have a severe thunderstorm warning with originally a 2.50-inch hail with it, which would go up to tennis ball sized hail, but now it's looking like it is 1.75-inch, which is golf ball sized hail. So Kit Carson, you're getting impacted by golf ball sized hail and 60 miles an hour winds heading straight towards you. So these are very fast moving storms. Whoa, that is, holy crap. That is super fast moving. These things are moving fast. Wow. So yeah, these things will get to your area really fast. If we push this thing, okay, my bad, I did not mean to do that. I'm thinking of WSC3. But put this thing into motion at 60 miles an hour. This thing is going to hit Kit Carson in about 18 minutes. Maybe even earlier. So stay safe there in the little small town of Kit Carson. This thing does have hail with it. You can see the hail on it. Thanks, Gary, for tuning us in on the stream with these alerts. Yeah, this is our hail core right here that we are watching. This area right here is our hail core. That's what we are watching right now at the moment. Alright. Yeah, so, we did have a tornado warning up here that did expire. This is our tornado watch area where we have our highest probability of a tornado. I want to mention that the radar absolutely sucks here. And I just want to mention, I'm not going to even cover this warning at all. It's a huge warning in general, but there's like no population in it. It's literally hitting the most rural land possible. So, yeah, very, very rural land in the warning box. Right. Alright, everyone, so, we're gonna look at this storm now, over here. Sorry if I'm not talking a ton, it's, just because it's a little bit later, but, we do have this severe thunderstorm warning across the Lusk area right now, and it is producing 1.50 inch hail, basically, I say a quartered ping pong ball sized hail. Right now, especially in the Lusk area, you're definitely getting that decent sized hail. I think anywhere in the Lusk area, this is not the best radar zone in general, but I think Lusk is definitely getting hit by hail right now. So stay safe over there. It's a lot more fun to cover the radar over here because it's a way better radar zone than it is over there. That is just an awful, awful radar dead zone. I'm gonna open Discord up for a sec. What's up, Aperture? Thanks for tuning into the stream. Here, I was just checking something on my Discord. Yeah, Kit Carson, you are getting hit by a storm at the moment. I'm looking at this storm. It is actually decent sized. It's kind of funky looking. Don't you guys see? It's kind of looks kind of funky. But I am seeing some definite hail with this thing. A little bit of a stronger pocket of hail across this area over here that I am seeing, and if we put a track to this thing, where's this thing headed? Okay, I'd put the track to this a little bit south of the Kit Carson area, but like this at 60 miles an hour will hit the town of Kit Carson in, 20 minutes or so. The storm itself will hit a lot earlier than 20 minutes, but the hail might barely reach Kit Carson. I think it'll say barely to south of Kit Carson, but if you're on Highway 287 near Kit Carson right now, you should probably be staying safe. Try to get out of there. Try to get out of the warning. in general, if you're caught in the storm, then try to get into a parking lot or something and park your car, or try to get indoors into a shelter area. Looking at this other storm over here, it does have a tornado possible signature on it. That's what I do need to be paying attention to. Any storm that has a tornado possible on it, blaze weather here has to be paying attention to. This does include Pumpkin Center and Kutch in Colorado, and it is more of a better looking supercell. You know, you've got your inflow heading into the storm here, and then you've got your hail core probably producing a good ping pong ball sized hail with this thing. And then if any rotation was to form, it'd be right in this area. If that was the only area that could produce any tornado warning. Luckily, right now we're not seeing much of a low rotation couplet, and it is very weak rotation at the moment. But that can change. So this is what we are watching. All right. Let's try to get more people on the stream, everyone. Let's try our best. Yep, tornado's possible. Thanks, Gary. Thanks so much. Anyone who is on the stream, make sure to send me notifications and stuff. Talk in the chat all you want, because it always helps when you talk in the chat. That keeps me alive for longer, because if I see people talking, then it helps me a lot with, I don't know, just to stay alive, not get bored, you know. This is any area that a small rotation is at. It's extremely weak though, but I am watching that supercell, and I'm watching this for any potential. For this storm, this is just a monster storm in general. This is heading towards Wiley and Lamar right now. This probably got hit by a ton of Cape. Just look at how much hail this thing is producing. This is how big the hail couplet is. Look how big this hail couplet is. That's how wide the hail couplet is right now. All through that whole region is getting impacted by hail at the moment. I'm seeing higher pockets of hail through this region right here, but this is what we were watching, about a massive hail core to move through. And I agree with them showing that this thing about 2.50 inch. I agree with that. Basically, you know, a tennis ball sized hails probably producing a max. I think the most of the region will probably be being produced by ping pong ball sized hail, mostly on most of the areas, especially ping pong ball, quarter sized ping pong ball across this region. Maybe more pockets of tennis ball sized across this area over here. And then if we look at the winds, the velocities, it's really hard to see it on the velocity, but this is what they're saying, 80 miles an hour winds. And the storm itself looks like it definitely could produce 80 miles an hour winds, especially, I'm thinking especially across this area right here could definitely be being produced by the most hail in general by this thing. Yeah. Which storm was producing softball-sized hail was reported with this storm earlier? Oh, that destructive one had softball-sized hail earlier. Wow. That is crazy. This thing is most likely contamination, because it looks like it's extremely strong rotation producing a tornado, but it's definitely contamination, because the rain itself, the storm itself isn't even like on it. Like, if there was rotation, it'd be more like up here, and this is like all the way down here, and that would not make sense at all. So yeah, I do think that is definitely clutter. What's up, Justin? You think the storm west of Carville has the best story potential right now? I agree. This is completely what I agreed with in my stream. I think these two storms have a less chance, and especially this storm right here. It's not having as much. That's what I meant. Inflow. There's a massive inflow area coming through right there. You have your classic supercell with your hail producing about ping pong ball, and then you have that area where you have a ton of inflow, and the factors that's not really much with this thing is I 100% agree with you on the highest tornado potential right now, but where's the rotation? It's really broad and weak. If we would go to two things right here, I gotta zoom it out more now because it's kind of hard to but just right there, and then I don't actually know, this won't work. I'm gonna circle this area. I gotta kind of zoom into this, and then switch to velocity. The infall notch is kind of going into this area right here, so you can see the rotation, but it's super broad. But if we do see any strengthening in this, that will definitely warrant a tornado warning at some point. I'm guessing that the National Weather Service is keeping an eye on that storm significantly. And I do think they should make an extension to this warning. Let's make it pretty fast. Like this in the future. Because these storms are all really fast movers in general. Back to this storm right here, I am seeing a stronger couplet of hail forming. Definitely tennis ball sized hail potential, especially within this region right here. We're gonna get a better circle on it. This region right here, definitely a higher hail area. Looks like Vince Welty is trying to get down to the storm at the moment. He's on a dirt road right now. He's absolutely hauling on a dirt road at the moment. But yeah, he's trying to get ahead of this thing, but this thing is moving so fast. He's kind of struggling just to get ahead of it. But that is what we are watching at the moment. Thanks for tuning into the stream, Justin. It means a lot to me. It is. I'll check it out. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna search it up right now. Oh. That's cool. Glad to hear. Rain news. Glad to hear. Alright, we're gonna go back to the radar now. We're gonna look back at this storm again. Here. Updated velocity shows this thing now down here. So our rotation couplet has moved further south down here. It's still struggling with weak weak rotation in general. It is 100% struggling. You can see the struggling within it. So yeah. Right. Definitely struggling within this. It's just a new extension to warning. It's still tornado possible, but it's been upgraded to destructive baseball-sized hail. So looks like we're seeing baseball-sized hail within the storm. Just south of Pumpkin Center, I think Pumpkin Center would be seeing around quarter-sized hail right now, but they are on the tip of that hailer. It's literally just a few houses, but definitely big hailer with this thing. And then you see our huge hail, and then our big inflow moving into the storm with this thing. They haven't updated the radar yet, but they have updated the velocity, and it's all the way down here now, and it's there. It's decently. It's not very strong, but it's. I'm seeing a little bit of strengthening with it, and if that really tries to strengthen more, then that could end up warranting a tornado warning in the future. Look at how bad this radar is. But at least we know that this thing is producing hail, and it's not really heading for much besides the small town of Van Tassel. Super tiny town. One a little bit bigger sized town. It's still a small town, but it's a little bit bigger. It's the town of Lamar, Colorado, and it looks like across this area we are seeing a big hailer moving through, and this thing is a massive hail couplet still, and look at that, just very a ton of hail with that thing, and strong winds in general. I think I'm seeing that big wind couplet right there, big area of wind, but it seems like in a lot of recent scans it's weakened a little bit. See how that weakened in the last scan? So yeah, I gotta show a trend of my best. Right here, it was producing very strong winds, I think, but then it kind of just weakened on the most recent scan. Storm is heading out like a south-southeast direction. Yeah, it is south-southeast. That's what I mentioned, yeah, I can see that. It's kind of moving east, a little bit south-southeast. It's like, oh yeah, now you can tell it is moving south-southeast, but it's like, it's not moving a ton south-southeast. It's like barely south-southeast. Barely southeast. But, yeah. And then, they still haven't updated the radar yet. What is going on? Do I have to update this? They're not updating 10:24 and it's 10:31. By the way, Central Time. They should be updating the radar, because at this point, yeah, they've been updating the velocity too. The velocity has an update at 10:30 already, and this is where the velocity's at. That's velocity right there, and this is where the velocity coupled, and the storm's all the way over here now. The whole storm is over here already, and the radar is not updating it, and I'm really wondering why it's updating the velocity and not updating the radar. We are still seeing this very broad area of rotation, but I'm just wondering why it's not updating, because this is like really, like, I typically see like 5 to 6 minute updates between the radar scans, maybe like 4 minutes, 4 to 6 I'd say. But this right here, this is in 8 minutes, and it still has not updated yet. So that is something I'm questioning. Thanks everyone for all the viewers on the stream. It means a ton to me. And thanks for mentioning that flash flood warning, Justin. I'm going to look at that thing. That is a monster flash flood warning, dude. I see all the counties you just put in that. And I don't think so. I really don't think so, Rain Maves. I don't have Threads personally, but I've heard from people that's not like really good. I don't know, but I don't think it will kill Twitter. I mean, it could someday, but I don't think it will right now. I do not think it will right now. Let's look at this monster flash flood warning right here. 1 and 2 inches of rain have fallen. Flash flood warning is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. This does include the city of Lamar, so anywhere in this region, chasers need to be paying attention to this, obviously. Everyone needs to be paying attention to this that's in this storm. I see what they made a huge flash warning because this whole storm is heading to the region, but highest concentration of rain right now looks to be right in this region because of redevelopment of rain, like redevelopment of storms through this area kind of moved into it. And did produce 2 inches of rain or so. This whole pocket is probably 1.5 to 2.5 inches of rain across the whole pocket, just to the south of the town of Eads, the small town of Eads. Eads probably got about almost an inch from it. That's cool, Rain Waves. I still haven't joined it yet. I might join it eventually, but may join it eventually. Thanks everyone for all the views. It means a ton to me, and we just hit 550. Thanks everyone for the new sub. Whoever just subscribed to the channel, thanks so much. Alright. What the heck? I am so surprised. It's been 11 minutes and the radar scan still hasn't updated. Do you guys know what's going on? Is the radar sight down? I hope the radar sight isn't down, I swear. Does anyone know? Because look, these radars are updating. This radar updated at 10:32 p.m. This radar updated at 10:32, and this radar 10:24. And this is multiple storms on this thing, and it's not updating. Multiple storms. That's not good. If anything, this thing should not be updating. There's like nothing on this thing. It's this radar site near Pueblo that should be updating. 3-inch size hail with this thing now. 3-inch. That is very destructive storm. Big time hail is being produced. Luckily, not many towns are being hit by this, but the apple-sized hail that Gary just mentioned too. And thanks everyone for mentioning. Info surge on the Kavar storm is crazy. Yeah, it is crazy, but the radar isn't updating. So how am I gonna check the radar? It's probably in Kavar now, and it's probably the radar areas are seeing it. It's probably the hail probably significantly strengthened if they're upping it to 3-inch hail, because this is not looking like 3-inch hail right here. In 11:34 p.m. EDT. Yeah, EDT for you. Central for me. And they're updating the velocity. They have the velocity. It's very broad. Okay, they just updated it. Yep, they just updated it. What's up, Chris? Hello, thanks for tuning into the stream. Yeah, 134. Yep, they just now updated it. Yeah, now I see why they added 3-inch hail. They gotta extend this warning again. Towards here, they gotta extend the warning. But man, the info is crazy. That is some very strong info. And look, in the hail, I agree with their apple-sized hail mentioning now. We do have this area up to black. That is very strong hail. This is moving just to the south of Carval. And anyone in Carval, you're probably about to get hit by 2-inch size hail potential up across Carval, mostly the southern side of Carval. Anywhere, just anywhere in this whole entire region is gonna get hit by some very strong hail that can put dents into cars, dents into a lot of things. So all these storms are producing very strong hail. I wouldn't be surprised if all these storms producing apple-sized hail right now. This is just some very strong hail. Yeah, destructive storms. I think all these storms should be warned as destructive right now. So yeah, thanks to everyone for tuning into the live stream today. Thanks everyone so much. We're still watching this inflow area, and velocity is still there. We're still watching this velocity cupwood. It's still struggling. Still nothing's really wanting to happen with this storm in Carval. Strong inflow, weak velocity scan. Yeah, big hail core, Chris. I'm definitely seeing two different areas of pretty strong areas of winds. Both of these areas have very strong areas of winds for the storm too, and then definitely 80 miles an hour winds with this thing heading in, and then Vince Welty's heading right into a big storm. He's getting pounded by rain right now. I think it looks like he's on a better road now. It looks like it's not really that much dirt anymore, but dude, just looking at his skin, look at how. Never mind. But I thought I saw something, but I didn't. But you say the most part of the destructive hail since the storm's success. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, Justin. Decent rotation, but a little bit. This is not decent. That's contamination. They'd issue a tornado warning if this was. This would be a tornado on the ground if that wasn't contamination. Huge. That would be a monster tornado. But that's contamination. Put this storm right here. Watching this storm maybe could produce a little bit more of contamination. A little bit of inflow in the future. I'm starting to see a little bit of something right there. But this thing's also producing big time hail with it. And monster warning with this. Also has a tornado possible on it. But 3-inch hail with this thing too. So both have apple-sized hail. And I agree with the apple-sized hail upgrade. Because, this whole area is probably experiencing apple-sized. Biggest area of apple-sized hail, definitely right here. Just absolutely huge hail up to the blacks, and that's a big hail area. So that's what we are watching, everyone. Or pay attention to. All these storms have inflow on them. They extended this warning for 2.75-inch hail. All these storms are destructive now. Every single of these 3 storms are destructive. The baseball-sized hail in this one now, and 70 miles an hour winds on this thing. The only thing struggling most of these storms with their inflow is the lack of rotation on these things, especially with this Carval storm, as this is a well-defined, just a significant-looking storm in general, and it's just really struggling on its rotation right now. So. Alright, getting back to this. 3-inch hail possible per hour. 80 miles an hour winds, yep. Rain maze, yep. That is, of course, true. Thanks everyone for all the viewers. so much. About 6 people watching right now. 5 people. Destructive storm. Wind driven. Tornado warning has been issued, guys. Everyone, a tornado warning is in effect. If you are in Lamar, it looks like Vince Walty is heading in the storm, so all eyes on this storm. I will every now and then look at this storm and the other storm over here, but now that there's a tornado warning in effect, I have to include all eyes on this storm now. So if you are in Lamar and Wiley and KC, you do need to be taking shelter immediately, as we do have a tornado warning that is actively in effect. So in this area, take shelter now. Now this is looking a little bit less like contamination, and I'm seeing this thing as a rotation couplet now, and I'm still really not trying to look at that other thing because I still think that's contamination because it's so weird looking, but I feel like this is our rotation now. But yeah, a lot of contamination with this storm in general. It's moving into a not really great radar region, I'd say. These 2 storms right here are decent rotation, radar, but this storm right here is just not really moving into the best radar area, and this is a monster radar hole right here. This whole watch right here is in a monster radar hole, basically. A lot of radar hole action in general. So So looking at this storm, we're gonna post a tweet about this. Yeah, probably not, Justin. Probably not. I'm guessing probably not. Okay, looking back at this storm here, I just added my tweet, but Vince Walty is now in Lamar, and he got ahead of the storm. He got ahead of this thing, and he is ready to track this. It's pitch black outside and it's dark, but he is still active and ready to chase this thing. This is your rotation right over Wiley right now. You do need to be taking shelter if you're in Wiley and Lamar, but this is our rotation. It's not very strong. It's weak, but it's there. You see those gray colors indicate weaker rotation. Once you get to the greener colors, that indicates better rotation. And the darker the red, the worse rotation. The brighter the red, the better the rotation couplet. Yeah, it is hard to tell because it's a big hail. Big hail is causing a lot of contamination within that, monster hail in this region. Monster hail. Let's go back over to this storm here and check out the rotation on it. Yeah, it's not doing very well. Not doing very well, I can say that for something. I can say that for change. Not doing very well. Alright, let's look over to the storm here. Velocity. Yeah, this thing is not really much of a potential for tornadoes, really. It's just bringing some big hail. I'd say tennis ball sized right now. Same thing with this storm. But this storm is definitely apple size. Definitely. I'll be right back, everybody. I gotta go get something. I've been talking for the last 41 minutes, so I just gotta go get something for a sec. Alright. And I gotta go fill up my water. Be right back, everybody. Stay on the stream while I'm gone. It'll just take me about like a minute and a half to 2 minutes. Sorry, everybody. Just gotta go get stuff. I should have got this earlier. Sorry, but you gotta get your stuff sometimes. So, be right back. Alright, we're back. Hey, there's 3 viewers now. You guys left. It's fine. We're back now, though. Alright, still our tornado warning in effect for Lamar. Take shelter immediately. You're saying that, let's see what you said, Justin. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, Justin. You know, this thing is so cluttered and weird looking, and it's combined so strong to look like it's monster rotation. But I don't think it is. Because I feel like the rotation, I don't know. You know, I do not know. But let's look back at this storm again. Still has its tornado possible signature on it. I see that this storm, these 2 storms, oh, is this what you meant by big John, like big colluding thing? This whole thing is combining together. All these storms are like kind of combining. This one still hasn't been added to the party, but these ones are all combining together. Actually, they're all combined. They're all combined. Look, there's rain combined. They're all these storms combined together. They're all one big storm. And they're combining more. Looks like, honestly, our inflow is getting a lot weaker. Our inflow is getting a lot weaker, and velocity is getting weaker. This thing is probably having a lower chance of producing a tornado now in the recent scan. Definitely. Right. I'm probably gonna end the stream here soon. Been on it for about 50 minutes. Cause I'm going to have to go here soon. Still seeing a lot of inflow with this storm still, and yeah. Definitely a very strong wind area. Wouldn't be surprised if we were seeing 80 miles an hour winds across that area. You know, definitely a wall of wind across this region, and an even stronger wall wind in this region. I would say this is the biggest wind area. Right here, it's like a big bow echo almost, and it's producing very strong winds. Look at all these storms combining together.
just extended another monster warning. Dude, these warnings are absolutely huge. This is like some Canada type warnings. Okay, sorry for not talking for a sec. I was eating, just eating a snack. Eating some Cheerios, some nuts of oil. I think you're talking about this thing, right? The only thing, if you're talking about this thing, is it's covered in rain, so if anything can happen, it's completely monsterly wrapped in rain. It's full on wrapped in basically hail. It's just wrapped in hail. And if there was a tornado, even like a tornado with CC, it would just be completely cluttered because of hail. And then that seems very weird. I am seeing that rotation, and that's actually definitely there, and just literally over Wiley, and right here basically, and that's weird. But yeah, I do think that's possibly could be rotation. I'm not sure because yep, that's rotation because they just issued a new warning that extended Wiley. Yep, that was rotation. You were right. You were right. I think that's our new storm. I think that's our new area of rotation right here. Completely combined in that rain. Wow, I did not mean to use base reflectivity. But that thing is fully just combined in the rain. But I see the new warning that they extended it further north. This is such a weird storm, dude. So take shelter now on Wiley and Lamar, as we have a new area of rotation that is a lot stronger than the last one. Probably the strongest couplet I've seen all of today in the whole stream. But yeah, it is what we're watching. Yep, it is. Funny that rotation is weakened. Ever since they issued that warning, the rotation weakened. But, it is there. Yeah, you were, Justin. Do you mention this? This is our probably biggest area of rotation, especially right here in this region. Just to the east of Wiley now, on the eastern part of Wiley. Heading straight towards the southeast at the moment, and yeah, definitely watching that. But I can see that there's that velocity, but it doesn't seem too significant because there's no no inflow, and it's completely wrapped in just a cover of rain. But that is rotation, so I see where they issued the warning. These storms don't really look like they're going to be doing anything, but there's a new warning up here for a new storm that formed. So, yeah, definitely seen that. Definitely still seeing that rotation, and it's still there. It's broad. It's big and broad, which it's not tight. It's big and broad, but yes. Find someone that was chatting me. Master warning is what Invincible said massive tornado warning storm. Yeah, this is a huge storm, monster storm in general. He said, monster tornado warning, so it's a serious situation. Too many people, dude. That his radar image he just showed said many people walk in the sidewalks in the town. Who the heck is walking the sidewalks in the town in a tornado warning? Who is that stupid? What in the heck? Yeah, velocity signature is starting to go up a little, getting a little bit tired and a little bit stronger. Your sugar. This could be a little bit of a potential something. What's up, Pettis? Thanks for tuning in the stream. Yo. I'm surprised all of you guys are up right now. 11:06. I don't know why it's surprising to me. Just surprised I even got 7 viewers at this time of day, cause I don't know. I honestly don't know. Yes, it is rain waves, a tornado warning, not on the ground, but monster storm in general. We're gonna look back at this rotations. We did originally have an area of rotation right here, but we had a new area of rotation that formed right here. He said. Oh, you're fine. You're perfectly fine, Pettis. It is not worried about that. You're perfectly fine. 12:06 a.m. for you. Wow. You must be in the east. Because for me, it's 11:07. Waiting for the new Taylor Swift album. Hey, I do not like Taylor Swift. Ever since I was a kid, I've always thought of Taylor Swift being super weird. Like, when I was a little kid, I thought, like, Taylor Swift's super weird, but, like, I don't really, I don't really care if people watch it, and I don't mind it. I've never really listened to any of their songs to know, like, how it really works. I don't know. But, hey, don't call me out for it. Yeah. Okay. It's super broad area of rotation. It's a little bit on the stronger side, because we're seeing, our brighter reds to pinks and our brighter greens, but it's super broad and it's not tight. If it got tighter, this thing could definitely produce a tornado. I see Vince Walty keeps trying to get ahead of this thing, and he's stopped. He's stopped on the road now, in the path of the storm, fully in the path. He is fully in the path of the storm right now. Dude, Evan Freiberger just went live. Dude, Evan Freiberger went live a minute ago, and he has 30 watching. What is there that makes people want to watch him so much? I'm sorry. Why do people want to watch these people so dang much? Compared to me, dude, you gotta watch my streams. But I mean, all these storms were destructive severe warnings at once earlier. They were all monster storms. These storms still are massive storms, but yeah, huge warnings too. Evan Freiberger. I mean, he is a Freiberger, so he's a fried burger. Don't tell him I said that. Dude, what did Evan Freiberger do? What did he do? Dude, his password just wasn't that. Hey guys, Evan Freiberger's a bad person. What? Hey, I hope none of Evan Freiberger's fans are in my stream right now. His last name is probably originated at McDonald's. He did some stuff. Yeah, I know. He did some stuff. Dude, I do think this whole area right here probably, just look at this massive bow echo of wind heading through Lamar, and now you're probably seeing a huge area of up to, 75 miles an hour winds, 70 miles an hour winds just with this in general, of a monster bow echo. But yeah, big bow echo of wind moving through Lamar, and Vince Walty's about to get hit by that thing. He's driving now. He's trying to get away from the hail, I think. But, I wish he could, there's not much roads, but if he could, try to turn and get ahead of it through here, go more through this region. But he's heading just south through here, I think, through 287. But we're gonna look at this road, dude. Now I'm confused with this warning in general, because the storm itself is so weird. The rotation's all the way up here in the middle of the hail core, and the hail core is already weakened. The whole storm is weakening, and then the rotation's broad as heck, and the rotation's all the way up here in Corn Man, which who the heck has a town named Corn Man? And then, dude, is there a man with popcorn in your town? What? And that's where our rotation's at, and it's completely out of this tornado warning, and we have literally no rotation in this whole warning, except for, all the way up here, all the way up here, and it's almost out of the storm. It's literally all the way up here. It's so far away from the actual inflow that's moving into the storm. And this right here is just full on clutter mess right there. That's just full on clutter. In my opinion, I think it's clutter. It looks really weird. And then velocity up here is still showing this warning. Yeah. Just checking out. Just checking out. Just checking Twitter for a sec. See that Pettis has posted a new tweet and it's hating on Taylor Swift. SP issued new MD for that storm. Let's check it out. Let's check this thing out. Oh yeah, that was a while ago. That was a while ago, but there was says intense supercell probably will be maintained southeast Lamar vicinity through 10 to 11 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So that does include right now, which would be more like 11 to midnight. So this is going through right now. They think it's gonna still sustain right now, but you know, this whole storm itself is also looking worse probably because it's in a really bad radar zone. It's already moving through a really bad radar zone. Like 1 to 2 hours ago. Yeah, it is, but it's still in effect. But it's moving into a pretty bad radar zone. It is a destructive storm with baseball-sized tail on it. Alright. Just gotta drink some water and eat Cheerios, you know. Thanks everyone for chatting in the stream and everything, keeping me live. Everyone's keeping me live for longer. I think this stream was successful. I gained 1 subscriber up to 550, everyone. 1 subscriber on the stream. 1 subscriber. Man. Dude, what are you talking about? It's 11:15. I have to eat on my stream. Who doesn't eat on their stream? I ate pizza once on my stream. You know, I need to buy a face cam. I still haven't bought one yet, and I need to buy a face cam because I feel like people will like my streams better if I show my face instead of just having a screen of radar. All I'm showing is radar, and it's a bunch of you know, all our streams are, we're going to talk about the whole weather streams that aren't chasing in general. It's literally just a bunch of random colors. Hooray. Everything from all this stuff is just a bunch of paint splattered out everywhere. That's what a normal person would probably think that as. That's why I wish in the future that's why I'm glad that Pettis and a lot of Team Bolt has chasers actually in the team, meaning that he can have chasers on his stream to help you, so the normal people don't have to see a splatter of paint just like the storm in Lamar, because they probably don't know what a splatter of paint is. They just think of it as, oh, it's a bad storm. I mean, it's all they really need to know. Hey, it's a bad storm because it looks like it has dark, like pink to black, like red colors. You think of it as a bad storm as like a normal person, but I feel like it's better if you're seeing a storm chaser screen, like actual like picture, because I don't know, but you can like see a storm chaser's actual like picture, and you can see the storm. Like if there's a storm heading for you and you have the chaser, that shows the storm for you, and it's tornado warned, and it has a confirmed tornado on it, and you can see the tornado from the chaser stream. I think that will convince people to more, you know, take shelter from this than just seeing a splatter of paint. And I think that it would be more convinced than if they actually saw the tornado from the storm, and they're like, oh, there's actually a tornado heading for me, I gotta take shelter, just because rather than seeing like a CC drop or something, like, you know, if you know what I mean. Yeah, W Team Bolt. And thanks everyone for being in the stream. We're not going to be along for too much longer. Been live for about an hour and 10 minutes. Not too bad. I mean, I could have done longer. You know, it's not too long of a stream, but it's, you know, it's not bad. But you know, a lot of these storms are starting to die off a little bit. If we go up to our SBC outlook, this thing is a while to go. It's funny how this monster storm on Lamar is moving into the slight risk area, and how this whole area is in the enhanced risk, and it's struggling a lot more over here as it is down here. I think the enhanced risk should have been extended a lot further down here. Definitely enhanced risk. Definitely should have been extended through this area, 100%. But then we do have potential for still strong winds going all the way into Oklahoma, all the way almost down to Oklahoma City. And then if we look at tomorrow's outlook, it does include areas up to Denver. Once again, dude, I swear Colorado's always in these risk areas recently, going all the way down to Oklahoma City and Tulsa and Amarillo. And I am in the marginal here in St. Louis, but and day 3 extends a little bit to the east, going all the way through Indiana. Does include my area. Does include Nashville, Memphis, you know, St. Louis, Springfield, Evansville, all up to Indianapolis, to Detroit. But then the slight risk areas includes Little Rock over towards Fort Smith, Fayetteville, Tulsa, Oklahoma City, and those regions. Denver's the new Clovis. Yeah, great. Denver's the new Clovis. You mean Clovis by down here? Because I don't know what you mean, but probably. What's up, Devin Weather? Okay, guys, let's not get into this talk into the streams. This is the weather stream. Let's not get into detail on stuff. But, you know, Pettis, how dare you? You're ruining my streams. You're getting viewers scared. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking with you. I don't think you're scaring anyone. It's just a joke. Thanks 551 subs. See? Streams getting helpful. Streams helpful. I gained 2 subs. It adds up. You say there might be a tornado at Denver nearing 6 p.m. Mountain Time. I think I've been a tornado at Denver. Yeah, there was a whole area of water spouts up here in the southern side of Denver. Basically, this area was experiencing land spout tornadoes and stuff, and just a lot of that stuff. Hashtag Team Bolt. Team Bolt. So, Pettis, how is getting blocked by CJ? How is it? Looks like this storm is really weakening. I don't see a pose of any tornado threat anymore to this storm. It's just, it's dying out. It's still an extremely strong storm, but, you know, inflow's dying out, and hail's starting to die out, winds are dying out. A lot of the storm is dying out, but, you know, still a very strong wind, hail, especially down there. But I'm definitely seeing a weakening in this storm significantly. If we look back up to this storm, it's still pretty strong. It's starting to get a lot massive, a lot big. It's turned into this storm. I think it's turning into the storm. It's turning into the Lamar storm on July 6th, 2023. But, yeah. Probably gonna end the stream soon. I always say I'm gonna end the stream and then I keep it live for so much longer. How is this a warning? I don't see. This warning is so strange. The whole storm's up here, dude. Not down here. What is radar doing? To be fair, this is a really bad radar zone, so the storm could be a little bit further south. But, you know. This thing's still producing baseball-sized hail. Emergency management reported. It says the worst was emergency management. And then 1.25-inch hail through here near Eads. Seen different hail core. Eads right here is probably getting hit by $quarter to $half sized hail. Maybe enough to ping pong ball sized hail across the area in Eads. Definitely ongoing right now. I might go live tomorrow. I'm gonna see if any other members of Team Bolt is thinking about going live too. Maybe I can discuss with them to see if we could go live tomorrow or anything. Maybe cross Team Bolt. Let's look at the models for tomorrow. I'm looking at ZRZ. Obviously I want to look at ZRZ, but I'm gonna really look at this. So this is the slight extension for tomorrow. Man, I don't know if I'll do live stream because I think this is our whole slight risk area, and this is at 9 a.m. and I won't wake up till like 10:30 because I stay up pretty late and I sleep in a lot. But you know, I thinking this thing could possibly get upgraded to an enhanced. I mean, this is the huge wind bag if the H-Triple-R is right, monster wind bag, but or another slight risk storm. I mean, another wind bag up here potentially at around 8 p.m. could generate a live stream from me, possibly, but I don't know. Kind of whack. I don't really know. Hey, storms for me, maybe. Wedge tornado reported. Yeah, there's not a wedge tornado. I'm sorry. New extension to the tornado warning, actually. I did not think that they would do that. Hey, more storms for me at 3 a.m. on June 8th. Hey. Oh, dude, the Pettis Weather Storm Dome is real. Look at that. Completely dies off. Look at that. Pettis Weather Storm Dome. Pettis Weather Dome. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that Pettis Weather Storm Dome. Pettis Weather Storm Dome. Holy crap. Pettis Weather Storm Dome. National Pettis Weather Storm Dome. Guys, Pettis Weather Storm Dome. Look at this. Look at this. Look, Pettis Storm. Pettis Storm. Wait, Pettis Storm. Boom. Elbow though. Pettis Weather Storm Dome is on the H-Triple-R too. Not just as an AM 3 kilometer show it. The H-Triple-R shows it too. This is insane. Let's see if the NAM 3 kilometer mentions. We're actually going to look at tomorrow through the NAM 3 kilometer too. You know, this thing also shows multiple lines of storms through 10 a.m. Dude, this looks so... I don't think this is true. That is... But multiple multiple lines of storms from this model. I don't know about this, but yeah, another early morning thing, 10 to noon for Oklahoma City. This thing could generate a live stream maybe, but I'm not sure. You wouldn't get it. It's called Pettis Weather Storm Dome. Dude, Pettis Weather Storm Dome is real. 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 Pettis Weather Dome is real. Pettis Weather Dome. Pettis Weather Dome. Look at this. It's all missing Pettis. Look, more storms heading towards Pettis. Look, they all die off. Everything dies off when it gets to Pettis. It is not a joke. Right, even the models think on it now. Alright, we're gonna stop mentioning the Storm Dome, guys. We're gonna stop talking about the Storm Dome. Dude, I'm looking at Pettis's tweet, and it's just the comments on his tweet about Taylor Swift is unfollowing. Dude, what did he do? Unfollowing. Dude, it's just a singer, not so deep. Alright, yeah, I do agree, velocity is starting to re-strengthen. Yeah, you were right. Dude, I need to get off my live stream. What the heck? This is too long. What the heck, man? It's true. It is. It's for real. It's for real. The dome is real. Honestly, I think I need to get someone else in this stream to take over. Dude, the storm will keep maintaining the strength. I do think that Pettis should take over the stream. I'm just kidding. I think Pettis Weather should take over my YouTube channel. No, I'm kidding. I don't think he should. Dude, look at these storms that just formed. Look how fast these things just formed. Look at that. Look, not very strong. Look at that. Look at this storm. It's starting to form too. Monster dying. Me and more weather. Yeah. No, I'm actually part of Team Bolt. Honestly, more weather should join Team Bolt. Me and more weather, like, we literally live so close to each other. We both live in St. Louis. Yeah, velocity is very broad, but it is there. I can see it. I can see it still. It's still there. In such rural areas, though. Is there really a point of staying live for this? Such a rural area. Let's check. Let's go to NWS tornado. NWS tornado. What am I saying? I said NWS tornado. And yep. What the heck? Why am I even tracking the storm? Pettis. Gotta go by. Alright, bye. The tornado warning might have a population of only 6 people. There's only 6 people living in this tornado warning. I think all of them are watching my stream. I think that Devin and Justin and Pettis all live there. I'm just kidding. Yeah, there's 100 there's 99.9999% chance that no one is watching my stream in this morning. But the velocity is there. I do see the velocity couplet. Can't see it, it is there. Holy crap, that storm we first mentioned. It's huge. Yeah, it does not really have really much rotation with it, but it's monster. It's so big. This person's a monster hail too, right up there. Monster hail. Look at that, almost whites. Monster hail. Yeah. A lot of info, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of info. A lot of info. The storm has always just been nothing really info, like nothing tornado like down there. But we're gonna look back at this storm again. Yeah, rotation's weakening. I mean, it's not weakening really, but it's just really bad area of radar. What the heck, man? Alright. I'm gonna get this tornado wing still. Rotation, what the? Look at this area of rotation up here. Strong rotation, man. Alright, well, I gotta go. Probably need to get to sleep soon and stuff. It's getting late for me. Gotta, do my thing. So, gonna end the stream here, guys. Stay safe and check out anyone else's streams if anyone else is live. Hope everybody did like this stream, and bye, everybody.